In the last lectures, we worked a bit on the project setup and how we could use external packages, which is super important and which we'll do a lot throughout this course. But now I want to have a look at something else which helps us during development, and that is, of course, fixing errors. We need to understand how we can find and fix errors in our code, because there always will be errors. You will never write a program that just runs perfectly. For this, we first of all have to understand that there are different types of errors, so that you can understand how each type can be tackled. The first kind of error you often get, or you sometimes get in your programs, are syntax errors. This is if you have a typo in your code, or you forget like a closing curly brace or anything like that. So you have an error which should automatically be thrown when you try to run your project. Most of the time these are pretty easy to fix, but we'll have a look at this and how we find and fix them in a second. The second category of errors are runtime errors. At least this is how I like to call them. Now these are errors which are not typos, but where you try to execute some code which will just break when it runs. And I'll show an example for this in a second too. The third kind of errors are logical errors. Now these are the most difficult ones, because there you will never see an error message. Your app just doesn't work the way it should. And it can be hard to find these, but I will also show you some tool which can help you with that in this module. So let's now start with syntax errors, and let's see how we can find these and fix these.